Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Hannah. I am through hiking the Pacific Crest Trail in 2020. I'm going to talk about all my gear today. Let's get going. Alright, so I've got all my gear laid out here. Just give a quick cruise over. Sleeping bag is right there. I have the Osprey Exos 48. It's one of the older versions because it still has the hip belt pockets. I got it a few years ago. It's been on a couple hikes with me, but it's obviously in great shape, so I didn't want to buy a new one. I'm going to try and get away with 48 liters. Hopefully it will hold all of my food. I'm leaving the brain on the top just for the extra space since it's only a 48 liter pack. My tent is going to be the Big Agnes Copper Spur UL2. It's a totally freestanding tent. It's about 2 pounds. I've got my poles here for it and my tent stakes. It came with 8 of these, which I've never used, so I swapped out 4 of them for the MSR groundhogs because I know that these are trusty stakes, and I'd rather have 4 really good stakes than not. This is a splint in case these break. I don't know if I'm gonna bring that yet, but it seems like a smart idea. For my sleeping pad, I am going to bring the Neo Air Thermarest, Neo Air X Lite or whatever. It's the lightest. Most hikers I've noticed have been carrying this one, so I'm gonna give it a go. I got the short version, even though I'm a pretty tall girl, because I plan to either use my sit pad under my legs or my pack or a combination of the two. This is a pillow by Nature Hike. Just blows up. Sleep's important. I might be trying something different. I ordered a cheap one on Amazon. It might be a little bit heavier, but I'm really picky about my pillows, so I might swap that out. I'm bringing the Garmin InReach Explorer, mostly for my mom, but a little peace of mind, good to have. Moving on to my electronics, I have my GoPro Hero 8, which I am recording on right now, along with a mini tripod that GoPro comes with. Turns into a monopod and then tripod, and then it extends. It's perfect, kind of like a selfie stick. I've got my Anker PowerCore 20,000 milliamp hours or however they measure that. Should charge my phone about like 7 times, and I've got the Samsung Note 10. So headphones, charging cords for the Anker and for the GoPro, which also uses the same charger as my cell phone. So that's that. This is a GoPro, so I can charge 2 batteries at once. It's kind of heavy. I might not bring that. Wall plug, also by Anker, flips out. It's got 2 ports. Memory cards, obviously for the camera that I'm using. I'm not using my microphone right now because with the new GoPro you need a ridiculous attachment and it's sold out everywhere. If anyone knows where I can get a media mod in San Diego, let me know because I need one. I've got the Black Diamond. I have no idea what version headlamp this is. I got it on a backpacking trip in 2016, but you can control the beam, how bright it is, and it's also got a red light setting, so that's nice. Nice headlamp. Takes batteries, unfortunately. I would like a rechargeable one, but batteries will do for now. Got the Sawyer Squeeze, the go-to filter that everyone uses. Using Life water bottles or Smart Water, whatever you choose. I will have 4 of these. This one I'll wear on the front of the pack. It's got the straw thing in it. Mari Johnson used this and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I need something like that. It was hard to find, but I came across it on Amazon. I just cut the straw down to make it work for me. And then I've got the Knock or CNOG, however anybody wants to pronounce it. Water bladder, 2 liters for collecting dirty water, but then it also doubles as extra storage. Moving on to my cook system, I decided I'm not the cold soaking type, at least not yet. This is the Vargo Titanium Bot 700. It's a nice little pot. It's got handles. It was expensive, but it was a gift. It's got the screw-on lid, which I really like because if I want to cold soak, I can, and I don't have to carry an extra jar to cold soak in because I can just screw the lid on. It's got a gasket. So it'll make a nice seal. Inside of here is my BRS stove. This is what the little stove looks like. It just screws onto a little fuel canister. This is a massive fuel canister, but for example, this would just screw right on the top there, and then you sit the pot on top. That's how you cook. I know a lot of people were wondering that. How are you gonna eat? What are you cooking? Stove. There's a little level here to control the flame. I will be updating my lighter pack and putting that link down below in the video description. So if you guys want to see in detail everything that I'm taking with me and how much all of that weighs and everything, my lighter pack should be updated by the time this video goes up. I've got the Deuce of Spades. It is the lightest trowel I've ever seen in my life. Got to dig cat holes in the back country. Leave no trace principles, so you gotta have that. I am not bringing toilet paper. Sounds crazy. I'm doing baby wipes for number 2 and the cooler cloth for pee, which is basically a pee rag. Some people use bandanas, but this cooler cloth is a cool thing. It's got a little loop here and it snaps right onto your backpack. It's antimicrobial. It's just a rag. You dab it when you go pee. You rinse it out every day, and then you don't have to pack out toilet paper. I'm bringing a journal for myself. I'm gonna keep track of like trail angels who help me and stuff and make sure that I document all of that so that I have their information. I'll keep some stamps in here in case I need to send family letters or anything like that. This is like my toiletries / first aid / ditty bag. Got a mini hairbrush with the handle sawed off. Thank you, Dad. This is like my repair kit / ditty bag. I've got some matches in here. I'm not really going to go into detail. Some Neosporin. These patches are like nutrient patches, vitamins and shit like that. My childhood best friends, basically my second mom growing up, wanted to donate these to me for my hike. So thank you, Paula. It's a lot lighter than carrying a bunch of supplements, and I probably should take care of myself and have that. So they weigh nothing. They're like little foam patches you stick on your body for 24 hours. Really cool. There's some baby powder in there, some other things. There's like a repair kit for gear and stuff in there. I've got some sunscreen, toothbrush, toothpaste, dental floss, a little mirror, and a reusable Q-tip because I get really waxy ears. Sun stick for my face. Also another sun stick. I got this per Darwin's recommendation. I haven't used it yet, but we will see. I know he's got some tattoos and I have tattoos, so I want to protect them, and he seems to love this stuff. And oddly enough, it's made in Michigan, which is my neighboring state. I'm from Wisconsin. Chapstick for my lips. Moving on to clothing. This is just a bug net. I probably won't carry this until I get to the Sierras because or after the Sierras. I just really won't need it. Northern California, I'm sure the mosquitoes are gonna be bad, but in the desert, I don't think I'll need it. I could be wrong, and maybe I'll have my mom send it to me, but for now, that's probably gonna stay home. Kitchen gloves, you know, like that you wash the dishes with. I got the extra large pair just that I can wear over the top of other gloves to keep my hands waterproof, because everybody says that waterproof gloves eventually wet out and my hands get really cold. I don't want wet, cold hands. So waterproof gloves. And I'm not gonna pay an arm and a leg for some fancy whatever. Those were $2 at Walmart. Rain jacket. I believe this is the Patagonia Torrent Shell. That's what it's called. Probably not the lightest thing out there. However, it's gonna work for me. It is what it is. I don't need to be extremely ultra lightweight. I've got my camp shoes. These are Zero shoes. They're called the Jessie, I believe. They're pretty minimalistic. They're a lot heavier than I thought they were gonna be though. The soles, this rubber, is quite heavy. I could probably find something lighter, but for now, I'm bringing these. Socks. I have one set to hike in and a spare set. So I have Injinji sock liners, 2 pairs, and then a regular sock. This Injinji pair just came together, so I'm bringing that, but I do have a pair of Darn Toughs, and I have a spare pair of Darn Toughs at home that my mom can send me if these Injinjis are actually awful, but I've heard good things, so we'll see. One pair to hike in, a pair to swap out, so I can have clean socks in the morning. Then some people bring town clothes. This is just a romper. It weighs literally nothing. It packs down really small. I'm gonna bring it. Something comfy to wear in town so I don't have to wear like my rain jacket when I'm naked underneath. So town clothes. I might send it back, but for now, bringing it. Then I just have a really, really thin pair of leggings. I don't know the name brand. I've just had them for a while. They're just super thin for hiking in, an extra layer of warmth if I need it. These are gonna be hiking leggings. Then this is just a long sleeve top. Brand is Paramar. Honestly, never heard of it, but this is like my favorite shirt in the entire world. I wear it all the time. It is so soft and it has thumb holes, long sleeve, which is really nice. I have really long arms, so sometimes it's hard to find really long sleeve shirts. So that's what I'm bringing as like an extra warm base layer to hike in. Then I have underwear. I've got a pair of ex officios, one to wear and then a clean pair to swap into. These are smart wool or something, merino wool, and then the ex officio synthetic pair. You can get 4 days of clean underwear out of this. You flip them inside out, so there's 4 days of clean underwear, and then I can wash a pair out when I'm wearing the other pair, and I have an infinite amount of clean underwear. Also, the shorts that I will be hiking in have a liner in them, so that can double as like a 5th day or whatever I need. These are socks specifically for sleeping in. They are smart wool, thicker socks, strictly for sleeping. And my sleeping clothes, I just got this at TJ Maxx. It's like a cowl neck. It's got a zip and it's off to the side, which I kind of like, versus right down the middle. It's long sleeved. It does not have thumb holes, which kind of bothers me. Not a big deal. It also has a front pocket. I could easily swap this out for an extra warm layer when I hike and sleep in this one. It depends on how the weather is. I'll decide once I'm on trail. Then I have a really nice medium weight merino wool legging for sleeping because I get cold when I sleep, so I wanted something warm. And merino wool seems to be the way to go. So, got that, and then my beloved, how do you say it? The Patagonia Nano Puff hoodie. I love this jacket. I got it just a couple weeks ago, and I've been wearing it literally everywhere, and it's keeping me warm in cold Wisconsin weather, so I'm sure it will keep me warm on trail. I love it. It surprisingly blocks the wind really well, which is great. And it's a synthetic puffy, so if it does get wet, it should retain its insulation properties. So love that, bringing that. A little bit of extra gear, things that I won't be carrying the whole time. I have a Camp Corsa ice axe. I bought it used off of Facebook for like $60, which is close to what they run for. It weighs nothing, good to have in the Sierras. However, the snow this year isn't looking crazy. I might not ever need it, but good to have. I'll have my parents send it to me when I need it. This is a sun umbrella by, I believe it's the Six Moons Designs. The shadow, silver shadow. Yeah, here, let's So I'm bringing that for the desert section for sure. I'm a very pale woman from Wisconsin, and that desert heat is gonna wreck me, especially that sun. So having this umbrella is gonna be nice for me anyway. And then in here I've got my micro spikes, which I might need for San Jacinto, considering they're having like a storm this week, but it could be melted by the time I get there anyway, so I'll probably have my mom send those to me. I probably will not carry them. Did I mention my sleeping bag? I've got the Enlightened Equipment Enigma. It's a custom made. I added the draft collar, and I got the wide version. I don't know if I would do that again, knowing I didn't know what to expect because I've never had a quilt before. I've always been a mummy bag person, and I didn't know how restricting or how little material would be there if I went with the regular. And I toss and turn a lot in my sleep. I'm a side sleeper. I'm a half stomach, leg kicked out sleeper. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough room to move around because mummy bags have always been super restricting for me. So I got the regular wide, which makes it a little bit bigger and heavier, but totally worth it to me. I absolutely love it. I've slept with it inside a few times now, just testing it out, and I am toasty warm in it. I absolutely love it. It's a 10-degree 800 fill power. I didn't feel like paying the insane amount for the 900. I know it probably would have saved me some weight, but I don't need it. I'm trying to be as ultralight as possible with also being financially responsible. I know that there's gear that I'll probably switch out or need to be replaced while I'm out on trail, and I can invest in those pieces later on if I need to. That was already an investment in itself. I didn't want to go too crazy. I'm happy with it. I probably didn't need the wide. There's tons of room in it, so I'm hoping that the extra room doesn't keep me too cool. Hopefully it works out, but as of right now, I love it. Oh, I'm wearing this beanie. Will be my beanie for hiking and sleeping when the cold weather hits. There's a couple pieces of gear I'm missing, like I need another pair of like warm gloves. I'm not sure if I want a pair of rain pants yet. I bought a pair at REI, and then I'm planning to return them. Just they're heavy, and everyone's like, well, if they're too lightweight a material, they rip and they get trashed and they won't make it through the whole hike. And everyone else is like, oh, but you gotta be super ultra lightweight. I don't know what I want to do about my rain pants yet. It's nice to have a pair of rain/wind pants, but I don't want to carry a rain pants the whole way if I only need them in like Washington and Oregon. So I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with that yet. I guess I could talk about what I'm going to be wearing on my body because none of that was included. What I'm wearing on my person, actually, I'm not technically wearing this on my body, but this is a cooling towel. I think everybody in the entire world should own one of these. They cost like $1 at Walmart. It weighs nothing, and you get it wet, and it just keeps you cool for hours. So I'm gonna definitely bring this for the desert and throw it on the back of my neck. It even has like that sunscreen UPF or whatever in it. So get one of these. It weighs nothing, and it's gonna keep you really comfortable in the desert section. So I'm bringing that. My arm hurts because I honestly don't know. I was in Chicago this weekend, and I think I slept on it wrong, or I don't remember using my arm that much, but I'm sorry if I'm like, ugh. Dirty girl gaiters. Everybody seems to bring these. This just clips onto the front of your shoe, and the back Velcro's on. This goes around your ankle, so it kind of looks like this. It keeps rocks and things out of your shoes. I've never used them before, but everybody seems to recommend them. So they don't weigh much. They're not that uncomfortable. So I'm gonna start with them. We'll see how I like them. I'm not a big like flashy print person, and it seems as though that's most of the options with Dirty Girl. I think you can get some plain colors, but I don't know, it's kind of fun. You can get some with like bacon on it. Whatever. Have fun with it. Next are sun gloves. Pretty straightforward. They're just gloves to protect your hands from the sun. Fingerless gloves. These are by Buff. I got them on sale. They're going to protect my pasty white hands out in the desert. They will be exposed all the time. Then I will be wearing this sports bra. I don't think it has a brand, like there's no tag in it. I got it from Target. It's like seamless at the bottom here. Super comfortable, low impact, definitely not there for support. I've got a couple spare that I can have my mom send me if that one gets destroyed. Then I also have my buff. Absolutely love this essential piece of gear. You can wear it as a hat. You can wear it around your neck to protect from the sun. You can just look it up. You can use buffs for everything. It replaces many pieces of gear. As you can tell, I do not have a bandana. You don't need one. Then just a pair of hiking shorts. No name brand, the little emblem ripped off. I don't know. They've got like a liner inside. There's like a tiny little pocket here. I don't know what I mean, like I could put chapstick in there, I guess. They're a little small. I gained a little bit of weight, but I'm expecting to lose a bunch, so these should fit me. They're not uncomfortable yet. I'm just gonna bring those for now. No need to spend money on something fancy. Those Patagonia Barely Baggies are expensive. Up next is my hiking shirt. I'm wearing one of the Columbia PFG. It's like a fishing shirt. It's really nice because it's got like a vented back, sleeves roll up. It's got pockets that actually zip, which is nice so nothing will fall out. I really like that. I'm not thrilled about the color. It's gonna like wash me out a little bit, I think, because I'm so pale, but I don't care. It's not a fashion show, right? My hiking shoes are upstairs. I got a pair of Ultra Trail Runners, the new Lone Peak 4.0s. Hopefully they are good. I don't know. We'll see. I've got a pair of really heavy trekking poles that I got at Costco for $13. They're heavy. I'm gonna try and just start with them. If I decide that I hate them, I have money in the budget for a new pair. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kind of how I feel about these. So we're gonna start with them. For protection and cutting sausages and things, I have a neck knife. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. There we go. This is my neck knife. It fits in my hand beautifully. It's really little, lightweight. It's got a nice little design. It's called the Minimalist. It's by CRKT Knives. I don't know if this is really necessary. I guess to have the spare rope if I need it. I don't know if it's necessary. I might cut it off. That should do the trick for what I need for a knife. It's probably overkill, honestly. But as a solo woman, I feel safer having this, and is what it is. So that is everything, guys. I will have a bear canister sent to me when I get into Kennedy Meadows or just after in Lone Pine. It is required. And then I'll just go from there. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about my gear. Please be nice to me in the comments. I'm not a gram weenie. Check out my lighter pack if you're interested in knowing where I got any of these things, or how much any of it costs. I mean, I'll have like links to all of the gear and stuff on my lighter pack. So go check that out. Yeah, I guess that's it. If there's anything that you guys think I could do without, like if I'm carrying too much, please let me know. Give me a virtual pack shakedown. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited. I leave in, from the day that I'm filming this, I will already be in San Diego 1 week from today. By the time you see this video, I'll probably be on trail. So that's super exciting. It's getting real. So I leave in less than a week and I'm freaking stoked. I'll see you guys on trail. Bye.